Welcome to GotPoolsDirect.com. Thank you for joining us. We're here with Jared Carter in Wildemar, California, and we're here to celebrate his decision, along with his wife, in building their own swimming pool. It's a challenge that we celebrate and join them this morning, and we're here to talk over a few points and just go over some of the pre-construction notes. And then from here we're going to go into the backyard and we're going to show you what it takes to lay your swimming pool out. You too can be the contractor that you can trust the most, and we're here this morning to just show you what it takes to do that. Here's a few examples of what families have accomplished using GotPoolsDirect.com. What we have here is the access point that the tractor is going to be coming into the backyard, and you see here some beautiful green grass, and unfortunately that's this grass is going to get ran over. There's going to be an area here where the masons and the other contractors are going to want to store product. What you've got here is about 200 square feet of grass. It's going to come out and it's going to be replaced when the construction process is done. Behind me is a wooden fence and a gate that what they'll do is they'll take that fence down, they'll set it off to the side, it'll create the access for the 763 or the 853 tractor, and essentially when they're done and they get to a point where all the larger product is put in the backyard, they'll go ahead and put this fence back up. Now there are some regulations that we want to bring to your attention for having a swimming pool in a backyard. One is that you're going to want to check with your city on this, and it is available either online or by calling your local building and safety department. But in most cases, the fence that's put up by the builder opens in. Now, when you're done, this same fence, if you choose to use the same one, that's fine, it can be used. If you choose to go a different direction, you'll want to reference your city building department outline. In almost all cases, they're going to require that your gate opens out, and this prevents the little ones from being able to easily push that fence in. So these gates need to swing out. They'll have a self-closing spring on it, which will self-close the gate if someone comes out. So these are all safety issues that you're going to want to go over with your building and safety department. And again, all this is going to look just as it did as you see it now when they're done. And we're excited to show you the process as we go along with the Carters in building their own pool, and we look forward to getting back with you and showing you the finished product. And again, thank you for taking the time to go through this process of building your own pool with the Carters and GotPoolsDirect.com.
The book is very nice and simple. It's basically a step-by-step roadmap to building your backyard, allowing you to be in control of your project, giving you information that you need to know. It's very simple, very well laid out. If you can read a children's book, you can read this book. If you can talk on the phone, there's no reason why you can't do your whole backyard yourself.
Well, we've been joined by my fiance Elizabeth. She's going to help us lay the pool out today. And again, what we're looking for is we're looking for that one point for the shallow end of the pool that we shared with you moments ago. So what we need to do is we need to take a tape measure, a couple tape measures, and we're looking for the longest point from the corner of the house, and then we're looking for a point from the house. So we reference that as that point being from the fence 21 feet, and then from the corner of the house, from the corner of the house 29 feet. So why don't we do this? Elizabeth, if you would take this end of that tape, and hang on just 1 second, and then what we're gonna do is when we walk over that way, I'm gonna have her take the end of that tape and touch it to the very corner of the house, and then Jared, what I'm gonna ask you to do is I'm gonna ask you to take the end of the tape and touch the fence. Now we have to do a little bit of maneuvering here because we're out in the middle of the yard, but we're gonna do that. And what we're looking for is, Elizabeth, your number's 29, and Jared, your number's 21. We're going to take the paint, so 29 and 21, but actually I'm going to be the one looking at the numbers, so I have to remember that, 29 and 21. So let's get started. What we have here is we have our two tapes joining together. We have Jared's point, which is at the base of the fence, and we determined that we need to be 21 feet exactly from that point and 29 feet from Elizabeth's point. What we have is the two tapes joining together here, and what we're going to do is we're going to simply just make a mark at the ground where these 2 points come together. Upside down paint, we have it right here. Here's our 2 points. We're going to come together and we're going to put a dot. We verify that. We're just going to go ahead and give it a good blast again. And now we're ready to move to the second point. Now we're locating the center of the spa. And as we shared with you when we did the layout, what we wanted was 42 feet from this north property line, and we wanted 34 feet from the house. So right now we have the adjoining tape, 42 and 34. This is going to be the center of our spa. So we've located that. We're going to take our paint, and we're just simply going to lower the tape to the ground, find our spot, lift it up so we don't tape or paint our tape, and then we just simply paint the ground with another locator. And now we're going to go ahead. Now we've got the end of the pool here and the end of the pool there. And now we're going to verify these points in between. We're looking for this one right here.
Oh, okay.
So 8 and 32.6. Okay. Where we're at right now from the spa, the center of the spa, is we are at the locator pin for the center of the top of the pool's, the deep end side, as we indicated there. This point is 32.6 to this pin, and from the center of the spa, we indicated that this one is 8 foot. So we have 8 and 32.6. We verified it. And we verified that we're at the base of the house. So we're going to just lift the tape up. We're going to take it to the ground, visualize it, locate it, and then paint another dot for our third pin. So now we're at our fourth pin, and our fourth pin is calling out for 28 from the house. We want this tape to be straight from the point and straight to the house. So you don't want to have these, you don't want to be pulling one direction or another. So you want to be perpendicular to the house coming out to the pool, if that's your measuring point. And so we're here at this point here, so we have 28 from the house. From this pin, we're going to go ahead and pull 5 feet, and we're going to go ahead and mark now our fourth pin location. That was 28 from the house, and then 5 from this one. We have Jared at the number 3 pin. We have Elizabeth at the number 4 pin. We're trying to locate number 5 pin. So we have Jared at 13 feet from the reference of the plan, and we have Elizabeth at 13.6. So we've pulled them tight. We've located the point on the ground just by lowering the tape like that. You lift it up, and we're going to paint a spot like that. Okay, we are at the 6th pin, and we have Elizabeth holding the tape, and as the plan indicates, from number 5 pin to the number 6 pin, it is 7 foot 6 inches. Then we're taking a location off of the house to this point, so we know the location of our pool. We stay keeping the shape that has been designed, You always have to reference 2 points. That is 33 feet. So we're going to locate it on the ground. We're going to lift it up. We're going to simply just paint another dot there. Now, while we're here, I want to show you what's in the middle of the pool. This is a good time to talk about this. This is a drain that was provided by the builder. This drain carries the water in the backyard out to the front of the street. The question is does it have to stay, or can it be changed? And the answer is this can go during excavations, not a problem. What the excavator will do is he's going to expose one of the lines that are taking towards the street from this point, from this drain. It's probably just a 4-inch PVC drain. That's standard. That's what they use. What Jared will do is that once his pool is excavated, he will see where they had to cut the pipe. He'll simply cap it, locate it, and call that out to the masonry contractor. It's what they do all the time. The masonry contractor will find that drain point. He'll either continue to use it with the future drainage of the backyard, or he may choose to run all brand new drainage to the front of the street. But we just have to note that this is here and it isn't a problem. We're back to our beginning pin. Now, we started by pulling a line from this fence in the corner of the house. Now, to cross-reference it, we pulled a line from the other pins and ended up here. Now, some points don't always mesh perfectly. They can be 1 or 2 inches in variation. Now, I had Elizabeth hold a tape at the base of the house at another spot, bringing the tape here, and it's only 3 inches off by the time we get from here and we pull it over here. So Jared, essentially, what the difference is based off of the plan, the center of the shallow end is only going to be another 3 inches this way. So what we can do is we can decide right now, we can, at this point, if you want it exact, which is what I recommend, okay, because you've sent the plan out for bid. So we want the pool to be in the right location. So how we do that is we simply say, well, obviously, maybe the fence line in the original layout was located just a hair on the opposite side of where we originally thought. But we know that the house it's where it is, and we want the pool to be positioned to the house because that is where we're referencing. So let's go ahead. We wanted 25/6. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take our foot, we're going to race that dot, and we're going to pull the tape again to 25'6", and we're going to go ahead and remark that 1 point to correct that pin. Simple as that. This is our 7th and final pin. We are pulling 6 feet off of this one and 25 from the house. So again, to locate the pin location, we've got our tape on the ground. We're going to locate the mark. We're going to lift it up, and we're going to mark our final pin. You may have noticed the transit in some of our shots laying out the pool. This is a laser transit. And what it does is it basically spins, and it'll verify a location by a tone off of a handheld unit. What this piece of equipment is used by the excavator. They will bring it the day of excavation. On your plan, based upon the coping thickness, with Jared and Jill, they have chosen to use poured-in-place coping. That poured-in-place coping with the foam is 3.5 inches. The pool sets away from the house, and if it set way to the back, there would be a need to understand how the top of the coping would finish, or the top of the gunite, which is the bottom of the coping, in relative to the foundation of the house. So what we have is we have what's called a weep screed or a mud seal. Some cities require you to finish your concrete at 2 inches below that mud seal. Some cities require only 1 inch. You'll need to verify that with your city. Now, when we set elevations on a swimming pool, we locate the point underneath the mud seal and the pool. In this case, you have 2 options, or your excavator could use 2 options. One is the laser transit that, again, you don't need to be concerned with. They're going to have this piece of equipment here, and they're going to verify. Then we're going to put the proper call out on your plan for you. That's what we provide for you. But I know that you saw this. I know that you had a question about it, and I know that you were wondering if you were going to have to worry about this piece of equipment. Just wanted to let you know that this is something that will be dealt with by that phase contractor.